we have a complete engine gasket set, a complete engine oil seal set, a complete set of engine case bolts, clutch cable, speedo cable, throttle cable, a 6-volt gel battery which fits into the frame perfectly and will stop those awkward toppling over, spilling acidy accidents that you get with a standard lead acid battery. But the thing I am most pleased about a set of genuine Yamaha FS1 handlebars. Something I have been wanting for ages. Turn my attention to the front end of the bike. Got the old hydraulic brake pipe off. I'm pretty knackered looking. I will stick to my mantra of never throw anything away, but I can't see that ever being used again. Nevertheless, it will be kept. I've managed to free the nipple, a little bit of heat, a little bit of WD-40, but the main hydraulic line itself is proving very, very tricky to undo. It looks like it's proven difficult in the past because the spanner fits, but it's very loose. So I think someone's already started to round off the end. So I am, sorry for the wiggle. So I am applying a bit of heat. I use a cook's torch because it is quite delicate and very precise. Just don't have a creme brulee when you're round at mine. I had to use the persuaders, but it's off. I reverted to my 16-year-old self. Mole grips, hammer, screwdriver. Well, there it is. Pretty corroded. Again, I won't throw it away. I'll keep hold of it. You never know, I might need it to make as a pattern, really, to get another piece of pipe made up. Caliper itself, I'll get off and give that a clean. Undoubtedly, we've got all that sort of crystallised, sugary liquid in the front there. Okay, so the plan is to drop the engine out now so that I can give it a good clean. I think probably I'll put you onto time lapse because this may take a minute. Well, the airbox has still got its filter in. Well, there she is in all her 4 horsepower glory. We've uncovered a bodge here. So the generator has been off or something in the past. I don't know if we've had anything living in the frame. Yuck. I had to disconnect all of this lot so that I could get my hand in there to undo the wires from the generator. That's not too bad in there. The last engine bolt that I used to pivot it down came out and it was pretty oily. So I don't know whether we've got a leak there or just a spillage or something blowing out of the vent. Anyway, I want to get that into some white spirit and make a start on cleaning that engine up. As for the frame, very good, no rust at all. Those oil leaks certainly do preserve things, don't they? Of course, I've done the usual clever thing, dropping the engine out and then deciding that I want to take the generator off because I don't want it to get covered in white spirit or whatever I'm going to use to clean the engine. So I'm hoping I can get it off with this puller. It's proving very reluctant to come off. So what I've done, I've just left that under tension and put some WD-40 down there, and I'll just give it a little turn every now and again just to make sure there's plenty of tension on it, and let it come off in its own good time. Looking at these screws, got a bit of damage here. I'm just trying to ascertain whether this crankcase has been split. I don't think it has, but I think we've had some chain damage. There's a bit of graunching up here. Do you remember these wires have been cut and repaired? There's a little bit of damage here. So I don't know whether we've had a chain snap or something like that happen in the past. Now the bike was showing 20,000 kilometres, and the sprocket that came off of it wasn't actually in that bad a condition. I have seen much worse. And by much worse, I mean this one. Look at the state of that. This one actually came off of the silver Fizzy. And just as I was putting that sprocket back in the box, I heard a clunk, and it looks as if the slowly approach has worked. Yeah. There we go. So let's have a quick look at that generator. And those screws have been butchered. Yes, so the generator has been off at some stage. Okay, I might have to use a screw extractor to get those out. The impact driver wasn't very effective. The heads of the screws were too badly damaged, so I had to resort to the 16-year-old trick of hammer and screwdriver just to get an edge on here so that I could actually get it to move. That took some getting out. Here they are. Yeah, those screws look untouched. So it looks in reasonably good condition. I think the points have probably had it. I do have a set. I shall pop those in. Got ourselves a little parts washer set up. So I'll just use white spirit and a toothbrush, clean the airbox up, and then move on to the engine and anything else. So stage one of the engine clean complete. The vast majority of the oil, the grit, the tar is off. Next stage coming up, and a steam cleaner. Well, that's cleaned the frame up a little bit. I'm going to start working on the front end and disassemble that. But before I do, I want to sit on the bike with those wretched handlebars on, see what it's like. Mr. Chumley Warner on the FS1E, going for a land speed record. My God, they are hideous. Quite grim looking up here. Rusty and corroded. I don't know any of those. I'll try and save the original washers and nuts and things, but see what we can do. That's the front end stripped down. It's looking pretty crusty. I didn't really want to have to buy any more bits, but I don't think I'm going to save those. What I've marked up most of the wires just to help me when I put it back together again. I'm going to take off the top part of the yoke now, and I'm hoping that the tops of the forks are not rusty. It's not too bad, not too critical if they are a bit crusty up here. It's obviously down here that's important, but it would be nice if they were in good. And the instrument cluster mount is pretty bent. It'll go back into shape, but yuck. Okay, took a little bit of WD-40. That was pretty tight in there. It's come off. When I brought the bike, I checked the headstock and it seemed pretty good actually. Right, ears. Oh, they're pretty rusty. And I think, ooh, I think we might just about have caught that in time. I think we've been lucky. I think the bike's been lucky. These are all horrible. Pretty much the same. Nick of time. We've saved this in the nick of time. Just to protect the headstock from any damage where the bearings sit. Here is the yoke. Yuck, pretty grim. I'll hand do that with a wire brush to start with. See how we get on. Kept the bearings, bottom, top. So that's the front yoke all disassembled. Now to get on with cleaning that. Then take the frame off of the table, take off the centre stand and give the whole thing a bloody good wash. So we're all ready for jet washing. In the next video, we shall finish the jet washing. We'll be sanding the bike down and repainting. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, subscribe and share, and I'll catch you in the next one.